Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and for the final time, welcome back to the Celtic football manager, the self-isolation save. Right then, as I said in the introduction of the video, this is the final episode, the last one ever of the self-isolation save. Of course, self-isolation is over. We're basically back to some form of normality. Hopefully, I'm not speaking too soon, and there's a long way to go. But in terms of isolating yourself, that's out the window. You're allowed to your beer gardens, you're allowed to the barbers. Phase 3 is now into things. Big Nick's had her say. And with that comes the end of the self-isolation save, and what a save it has been. That Aberdeen and Hibs are the final two games today, where we are hoping to, number one, solidify an invincible season without going a single game beaten. And then we've got the Scottish Cup final, where we're looking to win the Invincible Treble. We're looking to do what Brendan Rodgers done those 4 years ago and bring home everything. Sorry, 3 years ago, wasn't it? We want to bring home every trophy in an invincible manner. The last episode, of course, saddening as we were knocked out the Europa League in the semi-finals. A fantastic run, of course, but it just had to come to an end. And then off camera, we played Kilmarnock at Rugby Park, where we picked up the 3 points. Karamoko Dembele and Odson Edouard getting the goals, which means the league table looks a little bit like this. 37 games played, 32 wins, 5 draws. Our final game of the season's against third place Aberdeen, and they'll be looking to end their invincible season, I imagine. But everything to play for down the bottom end. If Dunfermline win and St Mirren lose, Dunfermline will stay up. Apart from that, every other kind of position is pretty much set. Europe's not going to change. Maybe Motherwell and Livingston will have a wee, change up there. We've still got a Scottish Cup final, which doesn't really affect 5th place, because I think that space will disappear for Europe. In the Championship, we have seen this. Hamilton have won it. And then the playoffs is, you see that a moment ago, I'm not going back. Relegated was Queen of the South and Falkirk. In League 1, Clyde won the playoff final, so Clyde are coming up with Partick Thistle after their back-to-back relegations. And then finally in League 2, another 2 teams coming up once again, as Elgin City come up, and I don't know who won the playoffs. I don't know who's coming up, but we don't even have to care, because this is the last episode as we do this, as we go for our invincible season. This is crazy. I've never had an invincible season for anybody in Football Manager before. This is mad. Of course, last season, there's no guarantee we're going to beat Aberdeen here, because last season, we lost the last game of the season to Hearts. If I go back, look, 1-0 away from home the last game of the season to Stephen Naismith. We did kind of change up that day and play a lesser team, but today we've got to obviously try and balance out for the Scottish Cup final as well, so there's no guarantee we're going to win here just because we're at Celtic Park. This is going to be extremely difficult. I'm a little bit nervous, because if we went 37 games unbeaten in the league and then lost the last day, it would just be, shit. Right then, match day it is, and let me just keep you up to date, boys, because something happened off camera once again. Oh, he might be back in time. Lamella's injured. Damaged his foot. I'm telling you, that foot is as good as a stump. It's been injured all season. And this man, the man who's had 28 goals and 19 assists, and this Wenger, if he just never got all those injuries, he'd be the best player in Britain. That breaking toes, stubbing toes, breaking foots and damaging feet is just, he basically is Oscar Pistorius. So he's been quite useless over the last couple of months, but I still love him. I love him with all my heart. But we need to set out a team that is going to be, good enough to win this game, but then balance out the fitness for the Scottish Cup final. I want to make sure we are taking our full-fledged team. We'll be lifting the trophy, so I'll give Scott Brown a start. And I'm actually going to start Well Yunusi rather than Karamoko Dembele today, and that should do it. Do you know what? I think that's the team that is going to play on the final game of the season here against Aberdeen, and secure what would be the second time in 4 years an invincible league campaign. Excuse me, by the way, I feel rather ill. I was sick like yesterday, and I still feel a little bit nasal and such, so if you hear that in my voice, I do apologise. Not the way I would have wanted to end this series, but it looks as though it's how we're going to have to roll. I've showed you the other team on the left-hand side, the right-hand side of the screen. We've got Aberdeen, who are playing Joe Lewis, Hernandez, Mikey Devlin, Scott McKenna, Contento, Kennedy, Campbell, Ferguson, McLennan, and up front I've got Cosgrove and Maguire. I think, we should be beating this with no bother at all. We're on 101 points this year. We can end the season on 104 points. That is madness. That is absolutely mental. So I don't see why we could do this. Let's get our solid gold trophy, boys. There's no need to dispute that we could do this, because we know we can. A draw will do it as well, but a win the last game of the season, trophy day, would be nice. Let's try and get that done. Here we go. Scott Brown gives it to Oddson Edouard. Edouard over wide to El Yunusi, who's actually not really that far wide. He's kind of inside. El Yunusi, oh, what a goal! It's only his 4th of the season. It's assisted by Edouard, a man who has not played that much football this year due to the likes of Abiriezi and Lamela, has just fired in an absolute rocket on his last ever appearance at Celtic Park. Who's going to score the last goal of the series? That's the question. We'll find that out in the Scottish Cup final, hopefully. But you never know. For all we know, that could be the last goal of the series. We just never know. We might get beat a hand in. That might be it for today. I doubt it, but let's just be realistic. Oh, Edouard, oh, it's just over the bar. I'm just being a bit realistic over what could be the last goal, I just never know it's going to come. Look at our goal difference this season. We've scored 99 goals. Who is going to score the 100th league goal of the season for Celtic? A mad amount of goals. Who is going to be number 100? But I hope it's John McGinn. I really do hope it's John McGinn. Ryan Christie gives it to John McGinn, who gives it off to Easy. Back to McGinn. Aaron Hickey out wide, sends a ball, and it's El Yunusi, and it's him. He gets a brace. It's number 100 for Celtic this season. It's number 2 for El Yunusi today, and number 5 for this season. And just like that, we have probably, let's be honest, secured our Invincible League campaign. Our season as Invincibles, as Immortals, will remain immortal. El Yunusi gets the 100th goal of the season for Celtic, and that is how many goals more than what second place Rangers scored? I have to check in a minute. Christie ball, and John McGinn cleared off the line by Hernandez, and Aberdeen are going to go up on the counter-attack from this. It's not over yet. Aberdeen still look as though they're a bit hungry in the game. Matt Kennedy shoots that goes into the hands of Fraser Forster. Rangers have scored 68 goals this season. We have scored 32 more goals than them this season. 32 more than Rangers. That is madness. Absolute madness. Abdel Ahmed gives it to Scott Brown. Abdel Ahmed's actually on a yellow card, which isn't great. You don't want him to be missing. Scott Brown over to Abdel Ahmed once more. We're going to go and get a third of the game here. Ryan Christie strikes first time. Blocked. McGinn. Hickey. It's a pinball in the box. Aaron Hickey has the ball. Gives it to McGinn. Ryan Christie. We're just kind of slowing it down now. We actually got to get something here. I don't know. I'm getting all worked up for nothing. Aaron Hickey ball. And Oddson Edouard hits the bar. Could have been 3-0. I mean, you know what? I can hardly complain, can I? We're playing very nice football. And we're up 2-0. So, I mean, it's not the end of the world. Aberdeen, two chances, one on target. They've had one counter-attack. It's looked dangerous. That's about it. We have only conceded 18 goals all season. That's mad as well. Christie and El Yunusi. He's offside. I was about to say ours is hat-trick, but you know what? He's offside. Yeah, a bit. Ah, man. Oh man. I thought it was going to be a hat-trick for El Yunusi. I was thinking to myself, let's get him another year loan, even though the series is actually going to finish. But here we go, second half. Let's just go for it. Let's get quick to this. Let's get to this Scottish Cup final. Let's end the series on a high note and win that treble after last year's disappointment of only winning the league, and then get knocked out of the quarterfinals Europa League. This year was really important for getting trophies, and we're going to get 3 hopefully. Ryan Christie has picked up the ball outside the box, gives it to Abdel Ahmed. Abdel Ahmed looking to do something with it, but is he going to do anything with it? Ryan Christie ball, and Edouard's there. It's his 36th goal of the season. Hopefully he beats Morelos to that top goal scorer award. Right now Edouard is on 21 in league football, and Morelos only on 20. So right now it's looking like the golden boot will be going to Edouard. You love to see it. Only one man deserved to take home. It's a shame that Van de Beek and Lamela are both injured, because I wanted them to finish as the top assist people. And Lamela might still, but Ryan Kent is, I think, on the same amount. Ball in, and it's collected easily by John Lewis as it's 1-0. Morelos now tying Oddson Edouard for that golden boot over at Ibrox, but Maguire's throw on goal for Aberdeen. Big save from Fraser Forster, determined to keep a clean sheet on what is the last league game of the season. Half an hour still on the clock though, and if Aberdeen play anything like that, then they could probably get a goal. But I just want Edouard now at this point to beat Morelos for the golden boot. That would be a nice wee bonus into everything. That would be, you know, like winning another trophy. Celtic 3, Aberdeen 0. Should I make changes? Should I? I don't know. Ryan Christie's picked up a twisted knee right before the Scottish Cup final. That is not what you want to hear. Considering Van de Beek is most definitely out, that is not what you want to hear. Contento clears it, and it's, I think, Ethan Ross, that's it. It's Ethan Ross on the ball for Aberdeen. We need to make some changes. We need to bring Christie off, because he is going to die. He is. He's going to die out there. So let's bring McGregor on the park for the final 15 minutes as we get into the final 15 minutes of the league campaign, the final league game of the save. Kennedy has a chance, gives it into Fraser Forster though. It's still 1-0 at Ibrox. Edward, come on, let's get him. I got El Yunusi's injured as well now. Are you joking? This is all happening before the Scottish Cup final. 2 injuries in the final game of this. I don't believe it. I just don't believe it. This season with injuries has been unbelievable. It's just been absolute madness. Let's praise the team, see if we can make them a wee bit more happy in the final minutes of the game. It looks as though it's going to finish though, and it is full time. The league campaign is over. We have done it. Invincible season, boys. From start to finish, not a single game lost. 32 wins out of 38, I believe. Maybe 33. That is absolutely crazy. I can't believe that's the first time I've ever managed it. Football Manager, Invincible season. Madness. Absolute madness. So I want a statue built of Ryan Fitzsimons outside. You know, standing there, specs on, chicken bunker and Moof. What a season. 33 wins, 5 draws, 0 losses with a goal difference of 83. 104 points. Dunfermline are going down, sadly. Sorry, Dave. But aye, there we go. And Invincible, are we going to have an email about our Invincible season? Anybody say anything? The paper's not writing up anything? Nah. Nah, it just doesn't matter that much, does it? Invincible season. It's just not that big. It happens too often now, doesn't it? It just happens once too often. Yeah, I thought the papers would have had a good write-up of me. So there you go, that's how the league campaign has ended. That is the league table right there. If your team has done well, well done. If they haven't, then unlucky. Gogsy, you just missed out on a top 5 finish. Goals, Edouard did finish as top goal scorer, joint with Alfredo Morelos. 21 goals for the two of them. Very good return. Highest average rating went to Eric Lamela, and highest assist went to Lamela, joint with Kent and Van de Beek. Player of the match, Stephen Mallan got the most round the league. Fraser Forster kept 23 clean sheets in 38 games. Oh no, wait, didn't play all 30. I think it was 37. So that's an incredible record, and in yellow cards we stayed out of this year. But there we go. Winners for the 10th straight season. It's not there yet. It's not there, but we won 10 in a row anyway. Right, then it's time. My good friend Jai, who runs the No Context Rank 118 page, really wants me to wear a suit for this, but I cannot be bothered standing up and put on a shirt and tie. I'm sorry, Jaya. Maybe next time. Maybe the next time I have a cup final in Football Manager, but not today. I'm feeling ill as it is. The fact I stand up, walk to the cover, put on a... Nah, I'm fine. I'm sorry. This is it though. We are favourites to win, but we only get one chance. It's a cup final. Gordon, Strack and Sims have had a solid season. We'll have a look at their team in a moment, but this is not going to be easy. We're not wearing our green and white either. We're wearing that grey number, and we've got to make a couple of changes to the squad, but I am confident we can walk away as the winners of the Scottish Cup. We've already won the Betfred Cup against Rangers in the final. No reason we can't beat Hibs here today. So as for the team, Karamoko de Bell looks as though he's going to come into the starting lineup. Van de Beek and Lamela probably can make it onto the bench, just onto the bench. So we will put them on there. If they can probably come on for 5-10 minutes. And there we go. That's the team. That is the team that's going to head out at Hampden today in the Scottish Cup final, and hopefully silence the one singing Sunshine on Leaf. Right, here's the two Scottish Cup final squads then in the final game of the self-isolation save. Ophir Marciano in goals. David Gray, Ryan Porteous, Paul Hanlon and Bengtson at the back four. Lewis and Malin in the middle. Boyle, Sleafcat and Zanelli in front of them with Lyle Taylor up front. On the bench they have got Siriki Dembele, they have got Flo Canberry, Scott Allen, Darryl Horgan, Tommy Elphick, and then of course the brother of our John McGinn, Paul McGinn. So maybe we'll see the two brothers play up against each other at some point in the final. But all that matters is that we walk out of Hampden the Invincible treble winners. If we don't, what a waste of a save this has been. I mean, we've worked towards having to have something big happen. You feel like it's got to be Invincible treble. So let's go for it. Scottish Cup final time at Hampden. I would like a wee bit of tension. That would be really nice. But I would like to get it done as well. Just quick, early, painless for Hibs. Well, painful actually. Very painful. A lot of pain. You know, like you're getting your tooth ripped out with no, what's it called? Anaesthetic. Just every bit of pain imaginable. Aaron Hickey's already down to 70% fitness, so that's great. We have the first highlight of the game though. 15 minutes in, Hickey gives it to John McGinn. It's cleared by Mark Boyle, but only as far as Callum McGregor. McGregor over to Jeremy Frimpong, who beats his man, takes a shot at the first goal of the Scottish Cup final, sways it away. Jeremy Frimpong, of all people, a man who doesn't score many, scores an absolute belter here at the National Stadium. That is a cracker of a goal. It was a terrible clearance, and McGregor sees Frimpong straight away. Look at this, terrible defending from Bengtson, I think it is. He just strikes it with ease. That is a proper striker's goal, that. It's just a fantastic strike into the bottom corner. We're up 1-0. Stevie Malin swings it in, and now we're going to go on a counter-attack from this. It's Karamoko Dembele on the ball, moving forward with his pace. I mean, he's only about 17, but Dembele, oh, it's the inside of the post. Oh my, or the outside of the post, sorry. What a strike and what a run from Dembele. It was well deserving of a 2-0 lead, but we're still up 1-0. That's what matters for now. Here's John McGinn. Abidi Eze, back to John McGinn. Back to Eze. Brought down, but Aaron Hickey's there to pick up the ball. McGinn swings it over. Dembele's there, keeps it in play. Can he find that pass? He can. Frimpong. McGregor's in space. Doesn't shoot. I thought he was going to Hickey. In for Abidi Eze. He's going to give it to Edouard. He's got it right into Marciano's hands. How's he managed that? Well, I say that. He's been doing it all season, hasn't he? He's been hitting it right into everybody's hands. McGregor gives it to Jeremy Frimpong. Gives it back to McGregor. It's Abidi Eze. John McGinn. Former Hibs man. Former Hibs Scottish Cup winner, may I say. And John McGinn looking to do it with us today as it is cleared. And what's going to happen here, because the ball is just all over the place. Jeremy Frimpong is going to have to go and recover that. A wee bit of pace behind it, Jeremy. There's men chasing you. Come on. Don't want to freaking lackadaisical here. Rob Holding. Come on, right. We're going to go up and score here. I can sense it. Dembele. There's a man in the overlap. Look for him. There we go. Jeremy Frimpong, the man who got the first. Going for a cross. Edouard. The bar, Edouard's not going to score today. You know that. When Edouard has like a couple of chances like that early on that he misses, he's not going to score all day. There's absolutely no chance. A mere chance of me coming on and scoring. Hibs 0, Celtic 1 in the final game of us. I keep rubbing that in, don't I? Final game. Everybody's greeting, everybody's dying for this save to go on. Self-isolation's over. What am I do? And plus, it's time to change it up, isn't it? Before it gets boring. The belly hits the post. Oh my goodness. Should be 2. Are we going to regret missing these chances? Are we going to rue the chances that we have missed when we get into the second half? I hope not. Christie ball and John McGinn against his old team at Hampden. It's 2-0. And that could be the goal which solidifies our place as invincible treble holders. John McGinn assisted by Ryan Christie. Scotsman to Scotsman. What a wee header by Johnny Boy McGinn. Look at this. Jolly Boy John. Bang. Meatball head right in the top corner. I'll take that. And going into half time, it's Hibs 0, Celtic 2. As we prepare for the final half of the self-isolation save. Rub it in once more. Hibs 0, Celtic 2. Let's just be passionate. And you know what? This is the last 45 I'm going to say for you boys. I want you to go all out for me. I want you to score goals. I'm going to say, let's get creative. I don't know. Try that and see if they do get creative. Aye, what are you doing, man? That's not creative. That's just careless. Foster forced to make a big save there. I thought he honestly, Ayer was going to give away a stupid goal in a cup final. It was a terrible pass anyway. We'll move past that. I'll let him away with it. Lamela and Van de Beek I do want to bring on in the game because it'll be my last chance to use them. And even if they are carrying knocks, I think I deserve to see my boys go out in style and go out as invincible treble holders. Scott Brown I might bring on as well because he's captain fantastic. Edouard has a free kick. Can he get himself a Scottish Cup final goal? We missed a chance last year. Odson Edouard's free kick hits the back of the net and it's just like that. It's secured. It's Hibs now. Celtic 3. Edouard gets his hand in goal and it's an absolute topper at that. 5 men in the wall. Who cares? Top left hand corner. Edouard makes it 3-0. 20 minutes left in the clock. Let's just make all the changes. Let's get my boys on the park. Let's give them the opportunity they deserve. Let's bring Van de Beek and Lamela on for the last time in the save. For the last time, this is the team that's going to end it all for me. And perhaps Edouard, poetically, has just scored the last goal in the entire series. He might not have, because there still could be time for a goal with 9 minutes on the clock. But it could have potentially been Odson Edouard who did score that last goal. Abidi Eze, he has the ball, gives it to Donny van de Beek. John McGinn, back to Abidi Eze. There's Aaron Hickey out wide. Aaron Hickey has the ball. Can he swing one? And he can. It's cleared. Scott Brown's there, but Zanelli beats him to it. That was quite poor from Brown. He kind of shat himself there. Flo Canberry. Foster makes a big save. Thank God. I want to keep this clean sheet. I want to win with ease. I mean, the Hibs end is probably empty right now. Sunshine and Leaf is well and truly muted. It's been muted for since the 15th minute, so I'm quite happy. I can't complain. I would just like this highlight to end because Hibs are seeing more of the ball than me right now, and that irritates me. That really does. They're trying to rain in my parade. Let me win. Let me just do it. This is the way I want to end the season. That's a good ball from Edouard, by the way, to Eric Lamela as we move very quickly up the park. Eric Lamela, his cross is intercepted as there's only 5 minutes left on the clock. 4 minutes until we become invincible. Anything Brendan can do, I can do better. And all I'm saying is, my team's better. They'd beat the real ones, wouldn't they? Abidi Eze! It's the wee man assisted by Edouard, and that right there, that could be the last goal of the entire series. That might actually be it. Abiriezi with his 17th goal of the season. What are we signing? He's assisted by Odsonne Edouard, who has been the Henrik Larsson of the save, if you like. Sticks his wee napper on it. Fantastic, Eze. And that should be it all over. There still might be goals in it. Lamela swings one in. Edouard brought down. It is a penalty. And just as I thought Eze had scored the last goal, Odsonne Edouard has a chance to score a penalty in the 90th minute to make it 5-0 in the Scottish Cup final. Edouard, he's fucking missed. Ah, you totty, you. You absolute turn up. It's still not done. There's still highlights flying in thick and fast, but I can't believe Edouard has just missed a penalty in the Scottish Cup final. He's actually had a howler of a game, despite getting a goal and an assist. He's not played that well. Alan for Martin Boyle. Foster, come on, man. What a save. Celebrated that man. I've celebrated in the 4 goals. Brilliant. Keep the clean sheet. 4-0 in a Scottish Cup final. Cannot complain. Take my drink of... Pretend this is a very, very large vodka. Don't even like vodka. Don't know why it would be. A very large... I don't know. Jack Daniels. There we go. Full time. I forgot to put in 3D. We're not seeing the trophy left. Hey, pretend we are. Oh, 4-0. And that is it. The last game of the save. We walk away as Invincible treble winners. Celtic have added yet another treble to their trophy cabinet. And another one that is etched in gold as the title Invincible is added. There we go. Celtic 4, Hibs 0. Famous treble. Weren't beaten once in domestic football. Not once in any competition. That is absolute madness. Hickey's just took a 5-week injury just as the season ends, thank God. And do you know what? I am absolutely chuffed. Absolutely chuffed. That was some season. There's the overall best 11 that has been decided by the fans over the 2 years I have been here. The team that they think is the best 11 goes as Fraser Forster, Frimpong, Abdel Ahmed, Julian Holden, no Christopher Ayer, Bolly Bolingoli, Livian Cham, John McGinn, Eric Lamela, Lee Griffiths and Edward. No McGregor. McGregor's not even on the bench. What has happened there? No McGregor, no Brown. Moritz Bauer's still there. What's that about? It was actually pretty good. That is the best 11 of the save, apparently. That's it. That's the one that is the fans' favourite. It's the end of season awards. The fans' player of the season, an overwhelming majority going to Eric Lamela. And then Edward Lamela, signing of the season. Goal of the season, Olivier Cham. That is the team of the season, apparently, for us. Stats. Top goal scorer, Edward with 37. Most assists, Lamela with 19. Best pass completion, Scott Brown. And, what a season. Let's have a look at who wins the awards. Writers Manager of the Year, Gordon Strachan. Just ignore the guy who just won an Invincible treble, you know? Just ignore it. Edward wins the Players Player of the Year award. He also wins the Football Writers Player of the Year award, followed by Van de Beek and Rob Holden. Edward wins the top goal scorer, and Jeremy Frimpong, named as Young Player of the Year and Football Writers Young Player of the Year, with the goal of the season, Christie being at number 3 in that, but Kyle McAllister winning it for St Mirren. And finally, the team of the season, yep, it's pretty top heavy, isn't it? Very top heavy. Tavernier, Kent and Morelos, the only Rangers players there. Celtic boys. Aaron Hickey makes it in. Obviously played half the season at Hearts as well, so probably really deserving. Forster, Hickey, Ayer, Holden, McGinn, McGregor, Eze and Edward. And that is it. That brings it all up to a wrap. We've done it, ladies and gentlemen. We won the treble in the second season. If you have enjoyed this save, and if you've been watching for the start right until now, or at any point, I really do thank you for watching. Of course, Football Manager or gaming isn't really my thing on the channel. Yes, I do enjoy Football Manager off YouTube, but I don't usually do it. So doing this as a way to kind of help people through the lockdown and self-isolation, give them something to look forward to every day. It's been a real pleasure. It's been a real honour. Every time I check the comments section, people saying, I've been buzzing for this. You've made my day. Thank you so much for doing this. You've really cheered up my isolation. It means a lot to me. It really does. So I do appreciate you tuning in every time I've done one of these through the 2 seasons. And if you've been hitting the like button, watching on, honestly, once again, thank you. I'm very speechless at how this has went down and how successful it has been with the viewers. And don't worry, because of how well it's went, I probably will do some more Football Manager in the future. I've already put up a poll for the next series. I think it will be either St Pauli or a create your own club sort of save. The good way of creating your own club, not the way through Football Manager. It'll be something like that. I'll keep up to date with through Twitter, through the YouTube community section, and you will get to know more. But for the Celtic save, that is at an end. I might do a little kind of best moments video, wee package of all the best moments or something. But if not, that about does it. So, as I always say, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.